Hello, hello, y'all. Just watching the show, and then I remember when I was young, I used to watch WWF. Well, I should subscribe before I say that. WWF, not E9. I stopped really kind of died down watching. I watched the highlights now, but I was watching the WWF, the Attitude Era. I watched some aggressive area, whatever they want to call it, whatever John Cena was coming up. But then they were talking about the wars, the Monday Night Wars with WCW and motherfucking WWF, and then it's like wrong back in the day. Talent rise, not show rise, talent rise. WCW was killing WWF. It just they couldn't. It started hurting my fucking feelings because WCW couldn't make a storyline for shit. It was like they was good at it was if they pick a star, they was good at building the motherfucker up, but they just couldn't continue it for the sake. They just got to doing. It was to the point that this was the point, y'all, that I thought everybody in WCW was on drugs. It just started feeling that way, did it? You get to look at it, I said, man, is everybody high? Is all them motherfuckers on drugs? You start feeling that way, like these motherfuckers high and they own drugs. They have to be. They have to be on drugs. They have to be on drugs. There's no way I can see it. They said they high, they on drugs. They high as a fuck. They just they got rich dying. I remember that. I think he was talking to Chucky or Leprechaun or something. I'm like, what the fuck? It was just what to make it worse. This would make me stop watching it. Really, it was a lot of shit that this would make me just completely say stop watching the shit. When the movie of WCW came out, it was Ready to Rumble something, and they made David Arquette the WCW champion. I just stopped watching shit. I said they on drugs. They own fucking drugs. Even they try to copy that ass. The Carmona and the Dennis Rodman shit was alright. It was nice. It was not that bad. It was nobody won no titles. It was just alright. Okay, they got Carmona, so we know they all athletes. So shit, it was fun to watch. You know, it was fun to watch. When David Arquette won the championship, if they would have, they would have it. They would have, bro. They would, I think they would have them drugs, bro. They was on drugs. You cannot tell me Russo was not on fucking drugs. You can't tell me the boy was on drugs. Like, wasn't on drugs. He was doing a lot of stupid shit to be on drugs. Like, all that shit was his idea. I said, this man's on drugs. And y'all got him, y'all hire him, he's on fucking drugs. If they would have just had Diamond S. Page win, he won a title, and David Arquette just helped him, it wouldn't have been that bad, would it? Think about it. It wouldn't be that bad. Like, okay, Diamond S. Page, if we just build a story around Diamond S. Page. No, they had David Arquette win. I'm like, these motherfuckers on drugs. They on drugs. I said, this how y'all promote y'all shit? He the champion? Y'all on drugs. I'm sorry to tell y'all that, but y'all high. Y'all high as a kite. Doing stupid shit. Hold on, Miss Mo. It did. We got the NWO. You got Scott Hall. You got Kevin Nash. You got Hulk Hogan. You got Buff Backwell. Remember him? They had Scott Steiner. They had Stevie Way. They didn't use him. Okay. And then I'll have to get this off my chest about WCW. And then you know, y'all don't get off Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash didn't do a bad move with the Goldberg shit situation. That was not really bad. They just didn't capitalize on it. It was just it's like they forgot about Goldberg. It was just stupid. They didn't capitalize on it because you got to think about it. Goldberg was taking out 4 motherfuckers at a time. Goldberg was unstoppable, so head up. You can't fight. He couldn't beat him. Okay, that's fact. That's fact. So Scott Hall dressed security and tased him. It made sense. He got 175 wins and 0. You got to end the street sometimes. Like, yeah, we can't go. He can't go over defeated. We gonna ruin the company. Which is Kevin Nash. That was a smart decision. Okay, Kevin Nash. He was a top star there. It makes sense to put it on him. Okay, makes sense. Okay, cool. They ain't capitalized on that. They could have did anything but what they did. Sting. I mean, I'm not talking about WCW is cold building some niggas up, but they can't capitalize on it. They missed the mark every fucking time. Sting. When NWO, remember NWO was going in, beating motherfuckers' ass, turning them over, spray paint NWO on their back. They was doing it all. They was going crazy. So we like, damn, who gonna stop these guys? When Sting was dressed like the Crow, they didn't capitalize on that. He won a title and all, but they didn't capitalize on that at all. Then they had, this is the three motherfuckers that really kind of pissed me the fuck off. That they did not capitalize on. And I can't even, because they could have capitalized on, they tried to capitalize on Sting and Goldberg, which is, there was the two main stars, as far as face, the two main stars, but they had three more that people slept on. And I'm gonna get to the other motherfuckers, but I'm gonna get to this three first. What I'm gonna say. Diamond Dallas Page. Bro. Remember Diamond Dallas Page? Fuck that WWF shit. He was trying to find his foot in. Fuck that. The Diamond Dallas Page and WCW, bro. I said, why the fuck are they not capitalized on this dude? He had a people, like, he was charismatic, like The Rock. But he was a rebel like Stone Cold. I said, he's two motherfuckers at one. They got Stone Cold and The Rock. You got Diamond Dallas Page. I said, damn. They ain't did shit with him. I just didn't understand that. They ain't did shit with him. Booker T. That's the second one. Booker T. They ain't did a fucking thing with Booker T. Until the end. He's a 5-time champion in WCW. 5 times. He have to say it. They ain't did shit with that man until the end. He had a classic match at the end. And then they bought it. A talent like Booker T, they got The Rock. You got Diamond Dallas Page and Booker T. Let me say that again. You have Diamond Dallas Page and Booker T. I used to watch WCW. I used to flip back and forth. It was TNT and USA. I used to flip back and forth. When I was a kid, I said, and I knew then, why the fuck is not using Diamond Dallas Page and Booker T? They got Stone Cold and The Rock. It's not as great, but if they would have built on them, that'd have been a rivalry. Diamond Dallas Page and Booker T and Stone Cold and The Rock. If they would have built on them, you be looking at Stone Cold and The Rock. That's different with Booker T has. Can you dig it? He had all these catchphrases like The Rock. Then you can make Diamond Dallas Page as a rebel. He got a look like Shawn Michaels. He got charisma like motherfucking The Rock. He a rebel like Stone Cold. I said, the fuck? You got Booker T. That got a unique talent. I said, yeah, if they would have had that rivalry, they could have made them go against each other. I don't. Last but not least, because this video gonna be kind of long because I got a lot to say. Last but not least, Scott Hall. You had a gold man in Scott Hall. Fuck Kevin Nash. Y'all was so up Kevin Nash's ass. I said, I would have looked at the thing. Kevin Nash was no shit. He was a diesel. Nobody cared about Scott Hall. Kevin Nash, I'm sorry. And this is a lot of guys on the truth. Shawn Michaels carried though. Nobody really cared about Kevin Nash. Who gives a fuck? Scott Hall was that nigga. Motherfuckers, when I was a kid, when the older brothers was watching that shit, we came to see Scott Hall. Scott Hall had the aura, the riz, as they call it these days. Scott Hall had that. He was the it man. Scott Hall. If Scott Hall stayed in WWF, he would have been on Shawn Michaels. That's how cold Scott Hall was. Would have been on Shawn Michaels. I remember In Your House when Sega came out. Nobody wanted to pick on Shawn Michaels. They had to pick Scott Hall or The Undertaker or Yokozuna. Scott Hall was that. Scott Hall was him. Scott Hall was him. That Razor's Edge. That Scott Hall, how he had the swag, the 2-pack doing that shit. That motherfucker, hey yo, that Scott Hall was him. Razor Ramon, he was him. I said, y'all get him and do and flop. I said, y'all get a star. Fuck all the other motherfuckers. Scott Hall was that motherfucking man. God rest his soul, but I've been holding this in for a long time. WCW had a gold man with Scott Hall. You on drugs, you gotta protect your star. Then he made careers. Nobody give a fuck about 1, 2, 3 kids. Scott Hall saw a motherfucker star. You don't even think about 1, 2, 3 kids. This look you don't even think about Scott Hallman, whatever his name is. You don't even think about 1, 2, 3 kids. This was Scott Hall vision. You don't think about 1, 2, 3 kids. You don't even think about 6. You think of him as S-Pop. Period. Scott Hall made him a star. Nobody thought about this motherfucker. Scott Hall saw that. Scott Hall made careers. Then I go to the. Then they had. And then they try to save the Raiders because I'm gonna get to the people they lost. I'm gonna get to the people they lost, but they had the Raiders. They tried to save their Raiders, so they created another Wolfpack. All on the same show. How dumb can you be? I would have split them up. You had 2 shows. It was WCW Nitro and Thunder. Thunder's trash. What? I would have split if I was Eric Bischoff, because he was thinking about Eric Bischoff's not slow. Eric Bischoff, when he was doing it, because Vince Russo came over there. Oh shit! When Eric Bischoff, because the WCW was crazy good. Like it was to the point I turned off WCW when Eric Bischoff was behind the scenes. I turned in the WWF and watched what WCW was doing. I'm talking about it was good until they hired Vince Russo and that finger pointing death and on top of that goofy shit and talking to puppets. I'm like, no, they on drugs. They on drugs. They feeling themselves. Me, personally, Nitro's the baby. So you get to keep the NWO white version. I would have made it like a storyline like I would have told Kevin Nash, I was Hulk Hogan like I'm a general. I said we got 2 shows. We too big over here. So I would say this is to be the storyline, Jay. I was starting with the storyline, but this would be the storyline, right? I said, we too big over here. I would have made a storyline cutscene. You know how they do that little cutscene talk? So we too big over here. It's all of us on here on one show. And we carried on 2 shows, and I said, how would we split fraction? And then I will have another cutscene, have a little rest of the match. Then have another cutscene. How about we, the split fraction, and then I would have Kevin Nash agree, like, yeah. You know, we should call ourselves the Wolf Pack. And I said, yeah, you should hit on some Nitro, and you take over there. That'd be your spot. You be the lead over there. Kevin Nash be the lead over there, and then lead over here. And we do. I would try to do like some like I'm coming on Nitro. Next week we're gonna do a draft for the NWO. So the next week, we do a draft for the NWO. Which one gonna split to who? And then I will have either. I have either when they start beefing because they start, you know, they don't want to leave or you know woo out the bell and they start beefing. So it'd be like Thunder versus either way. It'd be Thunder versus Nitro. That'd have been so fucking cold. Or I would have DDP, Booker T, Goldberg, and Ric Flair come in. You know, and Les Luger, all the good guys come in and if they doing that, we get done with that. They do give it done. Okay, we gonna control Night Thunder and do it. If it's all peaceful, and the good guys come. I say if they doing that, we should do something. You know what I'm saying? You go over there and I go over there. Then that's how you build a better stars. I'll have a bit of a co-creator take that business separate because by far, then I don't understand this. That'd have been cool for the heavyweights, for the main show. And I have the sub shows, cause it's gonna be a 2-hour long shit. You got to have some sub shows. The cruiserweight division was killing WWF. They what? The cruiserweight division. Think about all the stars in the cruiserweight division in WWF before they took it out. The lightweight, they call it lightweight now. I don't even think they even have a cruiserweight division in WWF now. That's why I think it's so fucked up now. They need that back though. They really need that back. The cruiserweight division, they really kind of need that back. I think that'd be a good idea if they don't have it. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, Billy Kidman. They had more. I'm just naming off the top. Chavo Guerrero. I'm just naming off the top of my dome. I think they had Dean Malenko. Chris Jericho was a cruiserweight division. But the top 3 stars I let go. Rey Mysterio. I think he came with a crossover. But Eddie Guerrero left. Y2J was hot in WCW. He was already go. Yeah, let this motherfucker go. Y'all ain't built nothing. You couldn't do nothing with him? I'm talking about talent. I'm talking about from top to bottom talent. Then Bella Bigelow came over. I don't even know if Bella Bigelow came. They ain't did nothing with him. They ain't did nothing with Les Luger. Well, Les Luger was kind of stiff anyway. That torture rack was alright, but he was kind of stiff anyway. But they ain't did nothing with him. They were so up all Hogan ass. I was like, hey, to be honest, Hogan was trash. This shit was over with. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nobody fight for your rights. Nobody doing that shit no more. Like, nobody gave a fuck about that shit, man. He could have gone. He could have been like somebody's mentor. He could have stepped in the background. Yeah, man, y'all roll Hulk Hogan. Dude. Like no, nobody. You see what Stone Cold at? You see Triple H? You see The Undertaker? You see all these new niggas? Bret Hart? You see these niggas? Don't give a fuck about a leg drop. That's all he had. Was a suplex. He had a shake. You shake. You shake. You hit him. You get the shaking. You. A couple hits. A suplex and a leg drop. He ain't jumping off the rope. He ain't doing none of that. Nobody wants to see that. That shit like thing outside Ultimate Warrior. The weakest superstar I ever seen in my fucking life. Ultimate Warrior was the weakest superstar I ever seen in my life. Though the Splash, nobody wants to see that. I would see Bob Barker and then I'll see Ultimate Warrior. I would rather see a chicken wing super finish than I'll see my Ultimate Warrior. I'm not saying that bullshit. Fuck you, I ain't seen that goofy shit. I have to get this on my chest. They were just, and then they WCW was like the New York Knicks and the Bulls. They just doing shit to be doing shit. That's like they was doing shit just to be doing shit. They was not even doing too much. They was just doing shit to be doing shit. They ain't did shit at all just to be doing shit. Fuck them. Fuck that. Like this, man. Fuck that. Fuck WCW.